First off, I want to start off by saying that the world really needs to normalize two people not associating themselves with each other or not liking each other, but not having ill will towards another person. Like, if you are no longer friends with somebody, or if you don't like somebody, like you don't like their vibe, it doesn't mean that you have to have like some animosity towards that person. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rossi and I have new vlogs that come out every Monday and Friday. You don't want to miss out. We talk about all the things you need to know and all the things you may not need to know. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button pretty please. A lot of people write to me on a regular basis and they're like, hey, are you still friends with so-and-so? Why aren't you friends with so-and-so? Why don't you hang out with so-and-so anymore? Why don't you talk to so-and-so anymore? I don't see you around so-and-so anymore. I feel like the world really thrives on animosity and vengeance. It's just an interesting subject to me because you can not be friends with somebody, you cannot associate with somebody, you could not like someone's vibe, but you don't have to have negative feelings towards that person. Like, you live your life, I live my life, I don't fuck with your vibe, you don't fuck with my vibe, but hey, we don't have issues with each other, it's just that we don't vibe with each other. And I really wish the world would normalize that because honestly, being in the entertainment industry, you are subjected to so many different vibes and people and personalities, and it's one of those things where you don't have to get along with everyone. You don't have to vibe with everyone. One thing about me is I am super private when it comes to relationships and friendships and the intimate details that exist within those relationships. I'm not one of those people where if I have a falling out with somebody, or if I grow apart from somebody, or if we just have a mutual agreement that, hey, we don't really want to be friends anymore for whatever the reasons that exist, I'm not one of those people that can openly express, hey, I'm not friends with somebody so-and-so anymore, or hey, I'm fighting with so-and-so. I've always been one of those people where even if we're no longer friends anymore, I always will respect the friendship that we did have, and I'm not going to publicly talk shit on you. Whatever I say to my circle of people is totally different, but I'm not one of those people where I advertise to the world like what's going on with my inner workings of my friendships and relationships. I've never been that kind of person, and I know there are a lot of people, especially when it comes to me and like my ex, or me and people that I've used to be very close with. I know that it drives people crazy because they want to know the scoop. I mean, it's natural. You want to know what happened. Is there some big story? Is there some big drama behind it? And some of them, there is some big drama behind it. And some of them, it's like, hey, you just grow apart from somebody and that's just that. You no longer talk to that person because you guys don't really interconnect anymore. You don't really vibe anymore. You aren't on the same level as each other anymore. And I don't mean like, oh, one person's more successful than the other, or one person's more this than the other. What I mean by not being on the same level anymore is that you just don't really link up anymore. Either your personalities are totally different and they no longer connect, they just clash, or you just grow up. And that is something that is really a bone of contention that a lot of people can't seem to grasp is that sometimes you just grow up, and what you used to tolerate or what you used to think was cool or what you used to vibe with someone else, you no longer do anymore. And the cool thing is that everyone that you meet plays a part in your life, whether they're here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I think that it's really important to realize that, and I wish a lot of people did this, is that it's okay to go your separate ways and not have any animosity towards another person. Now, they may have animosity towards you, but you have no control over other people's baggage. You have no control over other people's emotions, thoughts, feelings, whatever it is. You only have control over your own. So the best way to conduct yourself, and I was raised the only way to conduct yourself, is to be the bigger person. If you had a fight with somebody and you're no longer friends anymore and it was a totally nasty fight, you don't need to go around publicizing why you're no longer friends with that person or the fact that you're no longer friends with that person. It's okay to silently disappear from someone's life. I honestly think that it's better, especially when you're in the entertainment industry. People are very involved in your life, whether you've encouraged it or not. And people get invested in your relationships and your friendships. They are disappointed when things don't work out the way that they should, and that's okay. But remember, your personal life is your personal life, so it's super important to keep that near and dear. Now, where I'm going with this is I especially have grown so much in the last 6 years that I have grown through a lot of friendships. The reason why I say grown through and not gone through is because I've grown out of so many friendships, and that's totally okay. Throughout your life, you're going to go through so many friendships, it's not even funny. Like I said, people are here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's it. I have some friends that I am still friends with after 25 years. We've been friends for 25 years. We don't really see each other, we don't really talk to each other, but when we do, we pick up where we left off. Some friendships are just like that, and you don't have to talk to someone every single day to have that bond and have that friendship. And then there's friendships where you were friends for a short while and you just kind of grew apart, or you were friends for a long while and you realize that that person no longer complemented the person that you're growing into. Friendships are such a complicated topic, and so many people are very intrigued for some reason if I'm still friends with specific people. And the thing is, I will never tell. I think out of respect to the friendship that I once had with certain individuals, I don't feel it's right or that it honors that friendship to trash someone publicly. And also, it makes you look really nasty. It's not a pretty characteristic to discuss or bash or, you know, have open hatred towards someone. Literally, having hatred and bad energy for anyone is just not good for your soul. It's draining, it's exhausting. So honestly, when you've realized that a friendship has come to an end, the best thing you can do is just quietly dispatch from their life. And for me, there are people that I'm no longer friends with, but I root for them on the side quietly, because there are some people that I'm like, wow, I was friends with them and they have so many good characteristics and qualities about them. It's just that we didn't mesh. And so I root for them on the sidelines quietly. And then there are people that I don't mesh with anymore, and that I don't really like the people they turned out to be. And that's okay too. You don't have to like every single person. This video isn't about liking every single person. This video is just about, and I want for people watching this video, the one thing I want you to take home is that only you are in control of your own emotions and your own actions. What other people do or how other people feel or how other people think about you, that's their problem. I'm very well aware that there are people out there that tell stories about me that they think are accurate, and maybe they were accurate because they're telling stories of the old version of me because they no longer have access to the new version of me. And you just have to let that kind of stuff go. That's what I have learned, and what's so great about growing as a person is, and especially as you get older, oh my gosh, I sound like one of those preachy older people. But when you get older, you just learn to let things roll off your back. It's just one of those things that you have to do. So to answer a lot of those questions and comments, no, I'm not going to address who I'm friends with anymore or who I hang out with or whatever. I am a super introvert, so to be completely honest, the amount of friends that I have, I can count on one hand, and that's because since I am an introvert, it's really hard for people to understand what being a friend with an introvert is like. And I am very distant. I no longer am an extrovert because of the things that I have experienced through life. It's turned me into an introvert. Now, I'm still super friendly. I'll literally talk to a wall. Being an introvert and having friends is really tough, especially because I've had a lot of things happen to me where I have trust issues. It's weird. In my relationships, I don't have trust issues, but in friendships, I have massive trust issues. So, to be my friend, even if we're the closest of friends, I still don't have 100% trust, and that's hard for people. I just wanted to make this video to say that I will always respect the friendship that we once had, and I will never disrespect that. I think that friendships are sacred no matter how long they are, no matter how close you are with somebody. I think that the most important thing you can do as a person is respect a friendship, even if it ends. Hope this video wasn't too much of a yawn fest. I just felt like airing that out there because so many people ask me these questions. I just wanted to say that it's really no one's business, to be quite honest. Anywho, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will see you Monday. Bye.